Good day, everybody. It is currently Saturday, October 27th, 2012. We are still watching severe tropical storm Son-Tinh, or Typhoon Son-Tinh, actually being upgraded by the Joint Typhoon Warning Center out of Pearl Harbor. You can see here Category 1 as it still pushes off here towards the northwest, expecting it to kind of maintain this intensity, maybe slightly weaken before pushing onshore, but really very warm sea waters here around the Gulf of Tonkin. So you definitely still want to watch this, but then take a look at this. Southern Hanoi, you're going to be watching out, and then northern Vietnam as it continues to come ashore. Very heavy rains, up to about 200 to 300 millimeters could be expected at times. Even some very strong winds, typhoon strength winds pushing in and around Hanoi. Now I know we're still watching this storm system. I'm going to switch track real quick here because this is still a dangerous one. Has caused over 20 deaths in the Philippines, 24 at least at this time. Many more still are missing. Numerous injuries out of the Philippines. Yet most of the attention is on this storm worldwide. Mr. Hybrid Cane Sandy here, I guess Miss Hybrid Cane Sandy here, or Frankenstorm as people have coined it. Now it's being called both of these because it has a partially warm core low slash jet stream smacking it, lots of dry air inflow, so it's coming more of a westerly nor'easter type storm. Frankenstein's monster with multiple types of body parts. That's what I think they're getting at with this. One thing with the storm system, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I know you're tuning in for the Western Pacific, is that I think that there's a lot of hype on it. It's definitely going to be a very potent and serious storm system out here in the United States, but it's the United States, a first world country. Plenty of measures taking place. If there are deaths, it is either going to be a few freak accidents or people just not paying attention and doing the right thing. If you are watching this from there, just don't be foolish. Don't try to go out to the beaches. Don't try to drive in a snowstorm. I know some of the higher elevations you're going to get significant snowfall. That's where I'm afraid that you're going to start to see this. Especially, don't try to drive. If you have a very large, and apparently some people are coining it a historic storm, don't go out. That's where I'm afraid. That's where the significant injuries will take place. Many other countries worldwide know just to stay put. Being an American myself, I know that we're very foolish and just think we can beat the weather. So that's where the storm could become very serious. But nonetheless, still flooding low-lying areas. But once again, plenty of warnings are being put in place here. Back to the Western, where we're still watching our 60 gusting up to 85 knot according to the Japan Meteorological Agency, moving off here towards the northwest. That track that was on the last satellite imagery, that was a Son-Tinh from the JTWC. Still very similar, making a landfall here on Sunday morning into about noontime. 03 UTC is actually right around mid-morning here as it starts to push onshore. Now, what's going to happen after it pushes onshore? That's the next thing. You have a big mountain range right in here. Lots of rainfall is going to build up here, but then the rain is going to kind of spread out there towards the east. Into Monday and Tuesday, even Hong Kong, I've seen on your forecast, you're expecting some fairly heavy rain showers, all due to the moisture outflow coming out from the storm. Actually, if we take a look here at the COAMPS high resolution model, you can see that after it pushes onshore, it kind of gets mixed up with this high pressure off towards the north. Now, that's a Siberian high working its way in from the north. That's going to act like a blocking mechanism. So the storm's not going to rush off there quite so fast like you see with some storm systems. This one's actually going to just kind of get blocked there, eventually just get disrupted apart here across northern Vietnam and should churn towards the northeast. Not as an organized system. I'm talking about basically just a bulk of convection. And as we take a look at the outlook, you can see that it starts to get disrupted. Some of that moisture gets pulled off, and then a lot of it just kind of gets shredded off there towards the east on Monday. Tuesday, even expect this more so to happen up due to that moisture outflow. So much of northern Vietnam, you're definitely going to be on tap, basically north of Da Nang, off there towards Hanoi. That's where the flooding is going to be highest at risk, especially in these low-lying urban areas as the storm continues to come ashore. And this is actually just a look at your 72-hour accumulation forecast. You can see it move off there towards the north and then move off towards the northeast. About 100 to 200 millimeters. In some areas, up to about 300 millimeters could be expected. So just basically that entire region, on tap for some heavy showers. Good news, Philippines, if you're still watching from the Philippines, much better conditions here. Some isolated pockets, but for the most part, it doesn't look like you're going to be seeing anything too significant into the near future. Meanwhile, you can see over towards Japan, we do have a low pressure area coming across Korea today. That's going to push on towards Japan. Some heavy showers in northern Japan, especially along the west coast too. Even some thunderstorm activity could be expected. If you are in Japan, Sunday, keep an umbrella nearby. Also Monday morning when you're getting up and getting ready to go to work, reminding myself right now, seems like the weatherman in the local area always forgets to bring his umbrella. I'm afraid I'm going to end up on a failed log one day. But at least for the time being, the storm is still gaining intensity. There is many mountains here across Hainan though, so do expect the northern periphery to get significantly rained out. Lots of rain totals are going to end up there. And as it moves off here towards the northwest, Hanoi, you're definitely going to be feeling the effects of it. Once again, sea surface temperature is very warm in here, so plenty of energy, low-lying flooding, mudslides in the mountains a little bit farther towards the north, and urban flooding. The main risk at this time is just really storms continuing to organize. I would not even be surprised if MA does upgrade it to a typhoon before it does make landfall. Not so much of an apparent eye on this, but still, nonetheless, and it does have a very large wind field and is still going to push off there towards a major metropolitan area. So we're going to continue to keep you updated throughout the weekend here at westernpacificweather.com. Please check out our daily satellite analysis that is up every day as well. And as always, we are not an official agency, but you can still check in with your official agencies, the Vietnam Meteorological Department, Japan Meteorological Agency, and also, one more thing, you can still follow us on Facebook and Twitter, where we continue to put up updates at Western Pacific Weather, and also myself at Speta. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.